Yeah, I'm Arain TJ, and I think I'm a creator. It all started when I was a kid. I was around 6, and there's this one night where my brother and a family friend were drawing, and I wanted to draw with them, and they said no because I couldn't draw with them at the time. And I remember going in the corner of the room and starting to draw by myself and like realizing to myself that I actually couldn't draw. And that's when I'm like decided that I'ma be able to draw with my brother. And ever since then, at 6, I've been drawing like almost every day. Well, I'm originally from Jamaica. I was born there, spent first 5.5 years of my life there, but it didn't have that much of an impact on my art. And I believe it's after moving to Montserrat that I started thinking about more what other people were doing, because I now had friends and family in another country. And in Montserrat there wasn't much technology. It was a small island and it had a volcano on it, an excursion zone, which made it even smaller. And during the days I would, apart from school and whatnot, we run around. We didn't have AC units in our schools, so it didn't have that much tech. And we would, play with our hands, go out there in the fields and do things like that. And I feel like that had a lot to, no, I know that that had a lot to do with the beginning of my art journey. Techniques that I was learned in the Caribbean, I don't see people being learned in America or being taught in America, or at least not as early as I was in the Caribbean. And then the techniques that I learned of in Rome, I don't see people practicing here in America. So here in America, I'm able to do things and practice things and apply different techniques and stuff that I don't see my peers doing. Maybe because they didn't live where I lived, or maybe because they didn't learn it in school. I don't know, but I know because of my experiences and where I've lived, I've learned these things. For me, creativity that's why I said I'm a creator, not just an artist. Because when you tell people you're an artist, they're expecting you to say, oh, you're something like a painter or a draftsman, maybe even a musician. But really and truly, an artist or a creator is anyone who can link things that seem like they don't belong and present it in a beautiful way. Someone who can take a melody and put words together and put the two is called a rapper. Rhythm and poetry. Someone who can use their hands and some random tool on a few strings becomes a violinist. They're an artist in their own way, in their own right, because with more experience and practice, they could play those strings better than you and I if we just pick it up now. That is art, that is creation. They're making that music. Yeah, I can draw a realistic photo for you if that's what you want. I could probably try to paint something as realistic for you if that's what you want. But if it's something where I dive into my own mind and imagination and creativity, I would like for you to see it, pause, and think about it, because those type of arts that I make are very, I would like to make them more and more, but they are somewhat subliminal driven. So there are little objects or clues in there that would have a whole meaning, and you wouldn't get it unless you knew it. And I kinda, living in Rome really caused me to want to bring this out more in my art. See, my dream is that I can be somewhat like Nikola Tesla, in the sense that every human being, until the very last human being, has benefited from him. I want to achieve something so important to the human race that down to the very last one of us would have benefited from what I did. And that's really it.